way important title defense coming up this month, and that means I need a tune-up match. And I wants me a piece of this Dakota Kai, who just swears she's gonna come in here and build herself a rep off the top stars in RWL. Comes in here, whips on our Triple Crown stars, and it took that raw cookie, Jody Vorek, to whip on her sorry ass. I can almost understand why Jody whipped on her so hard. Well, hell's bells, whatever the Memphis Millionaires can do, Genie Dynamite can do it better. Dakota, I'll be seeing you soon. It's gonna be nice to meet you and beat you.
The RWL Women's World Champion Genie Dynamite, with her 84th title defense coming up fast, faces up and coming upstart Dakota Kai in a non-title scrap.
This next non-title ladies match set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Blair Davenport, from Auckland, New Zealand, here is Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai has appeared here and there, off and on, the last few years. But during this run, along with her pals Carmella and Blair Davenport, Dakota Kai has been stirring it up. With a win each over Patty Powers and Liberty Bell Danielle, but 3 and out against Women's International Champion Jody Vorek. Despite Dakota Kai's recent run, she has surprised us already a couple of times, and in this non-title match, it's gotta be pointed out, Genie Parker hasn't been fail-proof in non-title single matches.
Her opponent, accompanied by Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz from Richmond, Virginia, the RWL Women's World Champion, the Queen, Dynamite Genie Parker.
Nobody has done, or may ever do, what Genie Parker will have done if she wins her next title match to retain the Women's World Championship. 7 years undefeated. It's the most uncanny win streak in RWL history, and Dynamite Genie Parker holds that distinction. Dakota Kai might have a chance, but it's slim as all hell.
We never say never around here, Wally. Although the Women's World Champion and 1/3 of the ladies' tag trio champions with Les Femmes Fatales, Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson, is certainly heavily favored to win this matchup against Dakota Kai. The Women's World Champion, the Queen, the sexy soul sister of the Squared Circle, Dynamite Genie Parker, certainly being well received by the fans here in Miami. And Genie Dynamite will have Mr. Ringside of the Gunz brothers standing in her corner for this non-title matchup with Dakota Kai. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. They lock up. Dakota Kai taken down with a shoulder tackle. Genie rebounds off the ropes but catches a pair of knees from Dakota Kai. A running low drop kick. A kick to the chest from Dakota Kai. Genie Parker, whipped to the far corner, dodges the knees. Genie, with a hard right, drops Dakota Kai. Follows it up with a stomp. The Women's World Champion, with Dakota Kai on the canvas, stalking Dakota here. Goes behind, drives a knee, follows it up with a clothesline. Down goes Dakota again. Genie Dynamite with a jab, a kick, look at this, all the way up, all the way down. Military press slam. Genie Parker up on the top turnbuckles, elbow right across the chest of Dakota Kai. Here's a cover. 1, 2. A near fall, but Dakota Kai getting that right shoulder up. Blair Davenport standing ringside for Dakota Kai. Look at this. She grabbed Genie Parker by the ankle. The referee should disqualify her right there. Here's a bear hug to Dakota Kai. Dakota fighting her way out of it. Succeeds in doing so. Blair Davenport grabbing Genie Parker's ankle. There's a kick to the midsection. Dakota Kai spin. Oh, nasty spinning neckbreaker from Dakota. Dakota Kai has won several matches with that chiropractor finisher, those rolling knees to the back of an opponent. Look at this here. Whoa! Double boot stomp on a second. And a kick to the chest. Genie Parker trying to get to her feet. A series of short kicks. And Genie Parker's face slammed to the canvas by Dakota Kai. Dakota again slams the Women's World Champion's face into the canvas. Really going to work on Genie Parker. Dakota Kai with a basement dropkick to the back of Genie Dynamite. Dakota Kai playing to the crowd. Genie back up on her feet. Blair Davenport debating whether or not she's going to get involved. Genie locks up Dakota. Dakota escorted to the ropes. Dakota Kai goes up and whoa! Is slammed into the ropes by Genie. Yanks by the ankle. Dakota Kai counters, gets back up. Genie Parker back on her feet as well. Genie whip to the ropes. Dakota Kai, look at this, rounds her up and a kick to the chest. Dakota Kai going for a cover. One. But no. A Women's World Champion back up on her feet. Dakota Kai whips her to the far corner again. Look at this, monkey sauce from Dakota Kai. Genie Parker catching another basement dropkick. Women's World Champion on the defensive at the present time. Hard right. Takes Genie down again. Dakota rounds her up. Look at this. Wow, Genie Parker took her down. And a German suplex that happened so fast I didn't almost see it. An elbow drop to the chest from Genie Parker. Dakota Kai trying to make it to the ropes. No good. Genie smashes her knee into the mat. Misses with the stomp. Dakota Kai back up. Look at this. Blair Davenport introducing a chair, a kendo stick, excuse me, into the mix here. Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz looking a little bit concerned here. Dakota Kai whipped to the ropes. And spinebuster from Genie Dynamite as the referee gets rid of that kendo stick. Genie rolls her over, covers. One. But just a one. Only a one count. Genie Dynamite rounds up Dakota Kai. There it is, the hot kiss at the end of the wet fist, and down goes Dakota again. Genie Dynamite now seizing the advantage. Rounds Dakota Kai up. Drives a knee right into the face of Dakota Kai. Genie Parker countered by Dakota Kai. There's a series of kicks. Dakota Kai locks her up. Whips Genie to the ropes. Ducks under. Takes the leapfrog. Misses with the knee. Genie Parker goes behind. Nails her in the back. Whips her to the ropes. Dakota Kai going for another spinebuster. Genie Dynamite covers center. 1, 2. But only a 2. Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz cheering on Genie Parker. Dakota Kai back on her feet. Locks up Genie. Another hard right forearm takes Parker down. And again, Dakota Kai trying to seize control of the matchup. Dakota rounds up Genie. There's a kick to the midsection. Rolls her over. But whoa, into a submission. The referee checking things out, but Genie Parker drives a knee into the side of the head of Dakota Kai. Runs, charges a kick to the face, drives Dakota into the corner. Dakota counters, escapes the corner. Kick to the midsection with Genie Parker. Dakota Kai, there it is, the chiropractor. This could be it right here. 1, 2, but no. Genie Dynamite powering out of the chiropractor. Dakota Kai indicating she has this match won as Blair Davenport loosens the cover on the turnbuckle. Dakota Kai charges, nails Genie Parker with that kick. Genie Dynamite making her way to her standing position on the apron. Dakota charges, shoulder tackle, takes down Genie Parker. Dakota Kai, Blair Davenport directly interfering grabs a hold of the champ, rolls her back inside. She should be disqualified and ejected. Dakota Kai with a right to the side of the head. Dakota Kai whips Genie. Whoa, there's a, wow, what a power slam from Dakota Kai. Dakota with a series of kicks. A kick to the midsection, doubles Genie Parker over. Genie counters with a jab. Gets in that one shot. Dakota Kai counters, goes behind. Fires a shot into Genie's back, whips her to the far corner, delivers a kick to the side, and another. Dakota Kai countered. Genie Dynamite gets out of the corner. Oh, look at this. Guillotine leg drop to Dakota Kai. Genie Dynamite with another jab. Whips Dakota to the ropes. An elbow takes her down to the canvas. Genie Dynamite makes her way to the corner. Uh-oh, here it comes. Look at this. Takes the roll. There's a clothesline. And Genie, boom goes the Dynamite, and here's the cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Genie Parker defeats Dakota Kai by pinfall.
The time, 7 minutes, 53 seconds. Your winner, Dynamite, Genie Parker.
Okay, everyone saw that. Dakota Kai, again, trying to show out like she has before, but Genie Dynamite nipped her foolishness in the bud, and once Genie Parker took full control of the match away from Dakota Kai, well, that was just the end. The Queen racks up a non-title win ahead of her next title defense in about a week, and we will be back with the main event in a minute.
The Perfect Package, Lex Luger of Mr. Perfect, facing Rob Van Dam and Sabu right after this.